Hey, Anna. I'm out. Thanks.
Yeah, I joke with people.
We got a call here. Officers arrived at about 1100 hours today. The original call was a domestic at this location. We're actually at 16th and Massachusetts here in the city. When officers arrived, the first officer arrived and encountered a door closed at the front, but he could hear some screaming and yelling inside the residence. Entry was made. Almost simultaneously, another officer arrived. In one of the rooms in the house, they encountered a male suspect. The male suspect was armed with a knife. He was arguing with a female who we believe to be his wife. Officers made an attempt to get him to drop the knife. He was not cooperative with officers. One officer armed himself with less lethal, which would be a taser. The other officer armed himself with lethal. They deployed the less lethal in an effort to try and get him to drop the knife. He was hit with the taser. As he was hit with the taser, he stabbed the victim multiple times. At that time, the other officer deployed lethal force, fired rounds at the suspect, striking him. The suspect went down. He has been transported to a local hospital. His condition is unknown at this time.
What about the wife? What is her condition?
She was transported. She does not appear to have life-threatening injuries. However, she does have stab wounds to the abdomen.
Okay. I'm good.
WHEAD, and I'm a lieutenant with the San Bernardino Police Department.
First of all, what happened here at this OIS?
We got a call here at about 1100 hours this morning. It was a call of a domestic. When we arrived on scene, officers encountered a door closed, but heard some yelling and screaming inside. Officers made entry into the residence. They encountered a male subject armed with a knife and a female arguing. Officers were armed with both lethal and non-lethal devices. They initially tried to deploy a taser and were effective with the taser. However, when the suspect was struck with the taser, he immediately started stabbing the victim, stabbed her in the abdomen. When he started stabbing her, another officer delivered lethal force to the suspect, striking him. The suspect went down. He was transported to a local hospital where he has since expired.
Oh, he passed away. So he was actually in the process of being tased?
He was stabbed pretty good in the abdomen. She was transported. However, she was talking when she left here, but she did have some pretty extensive injuries to the abdomen.
What is her condition at this point?
She is in stable condition, expected to survive.
And the condition of the officers?
The officers appear to be fine. They are obviously suffered a very traumatic situation, but have been taken to the station.
What happens with them as this investigation?
They'll be interviewed, and they all go through the normal process of, we have a number of steps that have to go through here before they're, there'll be several days before they're back out on the street, but we take a number of precautions to make sure they have everything they need prior to coming back to the street.
Okay, shifting